CEO and founder of Anoki Media. I would like to welcome Raj. Raj, a very warm welcome. How are you?
Oh my gosh, my dear friend, I am so well, and I'm so excited to be back in front of your wonderful audience. Thank you so much for having me on.
You are very welcome. And Raj, I must say this as we're talking off the air as well. You're one of those pioneers in the South Asian media industry. You not only understand the media so well, and I must say this, I'm so amazed to see how almost 2 decades your media has progressed so well under your leadership. I don't think so there is any celebrity left that you haven't interviewed, and you've really given such a nice direction to Anoki Media. First of all, congrats on that.
Thank you so much, Yudhvir, and that's such a major compliment coming from you, who've built what you have with such an incredible platform that covers so many different areas. Honestly, getting a compliment is something I get on a daily basis, but to get one from someone like you, it really means a lot to me. I want you to know that.
Oh, thank you so much. And I really mean it, because it's I know running a media how challenging it is, but the way you have shaped up your media, the way you've carried yourself, the way your media has integrated, I must say, integrated so well. And when I get this in many mainstream media agencies, or any time the cultural media, ethnic media, local media, of course this is fine. But I think I want your take on this one. But I think we all operate as much as any other mainstream media would do. What do you say?
I don't think there's any difference at all, Yudhvir. I mean, whether the difference is just on who your audience is. And, mainstream media call themselves mainstream media because they don't actually really have an audience they are focusing on everybody. The magic behind our medias like yours and mine and others that target niche communities, are far more impactful and important to the segment than mainstream media, because mainstream media are mainstream media because they don't really have a target and a focus. They are creating content for what they consider to be the entire country. The importance of local media, ethnic media, niche media is that we identify the core audience that we are representing, and we ensure that we are relevant, that we are important, and we're covering off the things that matter to our community. So I honestly, Yudhvir, I feel that what we do is far more impactful and far more relevant to the community than just generally creating content.
Yeah. And what do you say? How are we facing any challenge with the content creators or the influencers who use social media, or are we using social media to our advantage?
Well, I feel that if we understand that social media is another platform, just like print, just like broadcast, just like radio, just like doing events live. If we understand that, and we understand how social media actually works and why people are there, and then we incorporate a strategy to make sure that we show up in a manner in which they would expect us to show up, and we bring our content to them in a way that they understand, because every platform has a little bit of a different nuance in how you need to create content for it. But I feel the key here is that diversification of platforms is an important thing for any content creator, any media especially. But the key factor is that you should never lose sight on what your content mandate is and who it is that you're speaking to. The only difference is what the nuance is for that specific platform.
Yeah, very, very well said. And if I may ask you, Anoki, is the prime focus on lifestyle itself, or do you do any current news as well? What's the major focus at Anoki?
Our focus, Yudhvir, has never changed in the last 20 years, and it's always been 3 specific content tranches. One has been pop culture and entertainment. The second has been lifestyle and work style. And then the third is glamour, fashion and beauty, that kind of thing. So our audience tends to be more focused around the female South Asian demographic by default of the types of things we talk about. These are the things we stay in. We generally stay out of politics. We generally stay out of anything that has too much of a strong bias, because our goal is to inform, entertain, and engage the community that we are focusing on, which predominantly are our women.
Great. And let's talk about the events that are happening at Anoki. So please take us through what's the event timeline and what are these events all about?
Absolutely. So with our 20th anniversary, we are marking it with 3 events which are specifically dedicated to the 3 different content tranches I just mentioned you the lightning. We have an event which is for glamour. So it's a runway show with 7 different designers from the South Asian community, and we are working with local hair and beauty companies to create the looks and the vision for the runway show. Then on Saturday, the lifestyle event is focusing on mental health within the South Asian community. So that's also very important. We're also supporting raising funds for CAMH, the hospital here in Toronto, to help them put more resources into South Asian specific therapy for mental health. And then the final event on Saturday evening is our ball. This is the entertainment show. So this is where we will have various musical artists from the community who will be performing. And we're also honoring a number of people throughout all 3 of these events. They're taking place at the Western Toronto Airport Hotel. Anoki20.com is where all the information is about what is happening, who is coming, who is performing, and who you can meet. So I'm very excited about it, Yudbir. And I know that you will be attending along with your wife, so I cannot wait to see you again.
Likewise. I still remember, I'm definitely attending this event. I cannot miss it. And I've attended a lot of your previous events as well. They're absolutely fabulous. I'm excited to attend this event as well. And before I let you go, I know when we spoke last time, it was great discussing with you how the South Asian media is evolving. But before I let you go, quickly, I want to ask your opinion. Where do you see South Asian media outlets in 10 years, 15, 20 years from now?
I think that with the growth of the South Asian community in terms of its footprint in North America, looking also at the fact that we have now multiple generations of South Asians, we all were born here, and those who are coming from the subcontinent. So there's a lot of different cultural experiences and wonderful things that we can share as a community, which is also having a lot of impact on mainstream society. So as long as our media outlets don't lose touch with what's important to our audience, whether it is our audience that's coming from the subcontinent or whether it is the newer generations, I feel it's very important for us to never lose sight of what's important to them. And then the second thing is keep with the technology. Look at where our audience is actually communicating. Where are they? Why are they there? And how can you be there as a media company to make sure that you're showing up for them as and when they need you? Because if you can create relevancy for your audience, they will be loyal till the end. I've noticed that in 20 years.
Thank you so much for your time. 2 quick words that I'll again pick from what you just mentioned. First of all, I like the vision. I like the word North America. You didn't mention, well, I just asked about South Asian media outlets. What's the future like? But you mentioned North America. That clearly shows where your vision lies, what your thought process, where your thought process is moving. And secondly, you just mentioned a very important point, relevant. So congrats to you once again. You've led from the front as the CEO and founder of Anoki Media, and yes, it has been very relevant. So thank you so much. Anything else you want to add before I let you go?
I just want to say thank you so much, Yudbir. It's such a pleasure and an honor to always speak to another fellow media personality, someone who is constantly, looking at what is important in our community, seeing the changes, making sure that, you stay relevant with your audience. This is something that you and I share. We share the passion of storytelling that is real and honest and relevant within our community. So, I really hope that the future is like that for all media companies out there, that they never lose sight that they exist because of their audiences. And that's something you haven't forgotten. It's why you're here after so long. It's something I will never forget either.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure and it's an honor. It's an honor, actually. It's a privilege talking to you, and I enjoy talking to you all the time. As I'll once again mention that, even at the cost of sounding repetitive, that you are one of the very, very few media personalities I hold you in very high regards. You know your stuff, what you're doing, very passionate, very hardworking, and that's precisely the reason you've been so relevant and so successful. North America. All the best for everything that you do, and looking forward to see you this weekend.
Thank you so much, Yudhvir, and likewise to you, my friend.
You take care. Bye for now.
Bye-bye now.